Let's review about pressure. You might have heard about absolute pressure. Gauge pressure, and then vacuum pressure. And then another kind of pressure is called absolute zero pressure. So to begin with, let's say, let's think a situation in our daily life. Let's, for example, the tire of your car. Okay. So you measure it. You want to know what is the pressure. Okay. So this pressure, the pressure produced here is because of the tire pressure. Yes, because of the pressure inside the tire, and because of the atmospheric pressure from the outside of the tire. So this is your gauge. Better I redraw it. This is your gauge. Okay. So what does it read? Okay. So another thing is when you use vacuum pump. I'm thinking of an example in our daily life that involve vacuum pump. Vacuum pump. So not that we usually dealing with vacuum pump in our daily life, but let's say let's say this is not a simple example, but I'm going to think about the instrument in a laboratory that operate in a vacuum chamber. So this is the chamber, and it is connected to the vacuum pump. Okay, so this is the exhaust of the vacuum pump, and within the system there is a gauge. So what is the pressure the gauge produce? Okay. So if you see, this is the if nothing. Okay. If there is nothing, okay, then we call it absolute zero pressure. Okay, that is absolute zero pressure, and then you will have, okay, so nothing, and then on Earth, okay, on Earth we have atmosphere, then there will be the atmospheric pressure. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Atmospheric pressure, because of the air surrounding the earth. So this is from nothing, and then there is there is atmosphere surrounding the earth. Then we have the atmospheric pressure. So so the gauge here, okay, is the pressure of what inside the tire. What is the pressure inside the tire? Okay, plus the atmospheric pressure. Okay, so it is this level. So this is the gauge pressure. From this level to this level, that is the gauge pressure. So what is okay, so this is the atmospheric pressure. So the sum of gauge pressure and atmospheric pressure is called absolute pressure. Absolute pressure. Okay, absolute pressure. So that's so for this measurement. Okay, for the measurement number 1. So that is the absolute pressure for this situation, for the situation in number 1. And then when you so this is the atmospheric pressure, and when you deal with vacuum, okay, you sucking out the air, so that is actually reducing. Okay, so before you start the vacuum pump, the gauge reads the atmospheric pressure. When you turn on the pump, you're sucking out the air, okay, out to the atmosphere. So then the pressure now reduced from the atmospheric level to the vacuum level. To how much you vacuum the chamber. Okay. So this is called the vacuum pressure. Due to your vacuum pump, and then the pressure measured from absolute zero pressure to the vacuum pressure. Okay, so the vacuum pressure refer to this line. Okay, is called absolute pressure. So for the case number 2, right? So vacuum pressure is actually equal to the difference between atmospheric pressure and absolute pressure. Okay, so it is the atmospheric pressure minus the absolute pressure. For the case number 2, Okay, so this is for the case number 2, and for the case number 1, gauge pressure. Where should I write it? Okay, here. So gauge pressure is equal to the absolute pressure here, number 1, minus atmospheric pressure. So, which is why in in some text, okay, for case number 1, okay, for the case number 1, gauge pressure is written as for case number 1, the absolute pressure absolute pressure equal to gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. And for case number 2, absolute pressure equal to atmospheric pressure absolute pressure equal to atmospheric pressure minus vacuum pressure. Okay, that's the principle.